Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In last video we had created database for our app. Now in this video we will connect this database to our app. Okay, so what we will do is when user sign up with a new account, we will create a new document here, new user document automatically. Okay, in this we will add these fields: email id, name of the user, and the total score. We will initialize it with 0. Okay, so we'll do this automatically through code. Okay, so first we need to uh, uh, connect our Firestore database to our app. So go to the documentation here in this Firebase console. Here click on this right hand side on top, go to docs. In this click on this get started for Android, and here come down in Cloud Firestore, and in this click here get started. Okay, so here in get started, come down, this we have already set. Now set up your development environment. Come here, and here we need this dependency. Okay, so copy this, click on this, copy this line, and now come to our app, go to the Firestore Android Studio, and in this go to the Gradle file, come down here, here is app module Gradle file, click on this, and here are our implementations. In this we have a dependency for authentication. Now after this we will paste that line that we have copied. So this is our dependency for Firestore. Okay, now click on this sync now. It takes some time, so our syncing has completed successfully. Now come back to the documentation. Here we have done with this step. Now initialize Cloud Firestore. So we need to create a Firestore variable, and we need to initialize this instance. Okay, with this line. So we'll copy this line, copy, and then come back to the studio. Here go to the sign up activity. Okay, not here. Here what we will do is we will create a new class, and we will do all the database things from that class. Okay, reading, writing to the database, we'll do all these from that class. So create a new class, right click on this new class, Java class, and name it db query. Click OK. So this is our class, and from here we will do all the db related functionality. Okay, so in here we will paste the line that we have copied. Okay, so this is delete this, press alt enter. Okay, so this is our database instance. Actually not initialize this here. Here we will declare this variable and we'll name it g underscore firestore. We will initialize this as a global variable. Okay, change its specifier to public static because it's a global variable. So we will declare it public static. Okay, so now we have a global firestore variable. Now we will initialize this in the first activity, that is our launcher activity. Our launcher activity is splash activity. So go to the splash activity. Here we are initializing our authentication variable. After this we will initialize our that variable also, Firestore variable also. So paste the code that we have copied. Here we don't need first line. Alt enter, and here we don't need this. We have declared our variable already in dbQuery class, so we'll get the instance g firestore. Okay, it's not recognizing, so what we will do is dbQuery dot g firestore. Okay, so this variable, we have initialized this variable with this get instance. Okay, now come back to the dbQuery class. So we have initialized this variable. Now go to the documentation. Okay, we have initialized our variable. Now to add the data, this is the code. Okay, we need to create a map, and then we can add the data to the database. Okay, so now go to the Android Studio. Here in dbQuery, let's create a function, and function is public static void, let's name it create user data, and in this we'll pass two variables, that is string. First is email string, second is name. Okay, these two only. Now we will update this variable to the database. We will create a new document and add these variables to the document. So let's see our database. Go to the database. Here is users collection. In users collection, what we need for a new user, when user sign up for a new account, what we want to do is we want to create a new document. We want this automatically done by the code. So what we will do is we will create a new document with random id, and in this document we will add email id, name and total score of the user. And then we will also do one more thing, we'll update this total users count. Okay, we'll update this count also, increment this count by 1, because these are the things that we want to do. So go back to the Android Studio. Here first create a map with our document data that we want to update. Map string object, alt enter, and let's name it user data is equal to new array map. Okay, and then add data to this map. Dot put first is email id, email underscore id, id, and email id is that we will get from this function. So email will this key should be same as we have declared in our database. Like in this database, here in a document we want field, one field is email id and other is name and total score. So these are the keys, email id, name and total score. So these should be exactly same as we want in our database, email id, name and total score. So key is our email id in caps. Okay, and we will assign the value to this that we have got in this function. Okay, similarly we will update name also, key is same, name, and the name we will get from this function. So name. Now one more thing we want, user data dot put total score. So key is total underscore score, and we'll initialize it with 0. Let's say total score is 0. Okay, now we want to add this old data to a document, randomly created document. Okay, so what we will do is we will create a document. So document reference, or name it user doc, is equal to gfirestore dot collection. Our collection name is users, then dot document. So document name collection name is go to our database. The collection name is users, that is right. Now we want a document name is the we want document name is same as our user id, that is in authentication user id. Okay, so we want document name is same as a user id. So we will what we will do is we will get an instance of Firebase auth dot get instance. Now dot get current user and then dot current user dot get user id. Okay, get uid. So we'll get the user id of the user, and we will assign this user id as a document name. Okay, so this is our document. In users collection we have a document with user id as a name. Okay, so we want the data to be updated in this document id. Now here we have two documents to update. First we need to add the data in this document, and also we need a document of total users. We need to update that document also. We need to update the count in that document. So for this what we will do is we will create a batch of write operations. Okay, because we want to update these two documents in by one command. Okay, so we will create a write batch is equal to gfirestore dot batch, and here in this batch we will first batch dot set will first update this user document. So user document, this is our document, and our data is user data. Okay, so by this command we have set this document with this data. Okay, now for second command we need to update the count document. Okay, so we need the document reference of the count document. Count doc is equal to gfirestore dot collection our document name is our collection name is users, that is same, and then our document name is what is our document name? Total underscore users. Okay, so this is our document. Now we want to update a count field in this document. Okay, so we will write this command also in our batch. So batch dot update, and here the document is count document, comma, and we want to update in this document only one field, and the key of the field is count, and the value of the field is we want to increment the field value, whatever the value we want to increment. Like if we have value 2, then we want to update it to 3. So here we will write field value dot increment, and 1, we want to increment the value by 1. Okay, so this will increase the count value to 1. Okay, so these are our two batch operations. Now we want to run these batch operations with a single command, so we will run batch.commit. It will run these two batch operations. Okay, now we will add on successful listener to this. Add on successful listener, new on successful listener, also add on failure listener, on failure listener, new on failure listener. Okay, and close this statement here. Now when our these two operations are successful, means we have successfully created the user's document and updated the total count, then we will come here. Okay, when the operations we are not able to do the operations, then in case of failure we will come in this on failure method. Okay, so these are the two methods. On success we will come here, and on failure we will come here. So this is our function. Now we need to call this create user function from sign up activity. Okay, so go to the sign up activity. Here what we are doing is we are checking if fields are not empty. Then after this we are creating the new user, and here is sign up is successful. If sign up is successful, from here we will call the create a user data method, because here our sign up is successful. So before loading this main activity here, after this command here, we will call the method. We will update our document. We will create a document for the user. Okay, then we will load the main activity. So from here we will call create db query dot create user data. So in this we need two variables, email and name. Email is email string and name is name string. Okay, so this way we can update the variables. But because it's a data updation is a non-synchronous time taking process. So after updating the database, it will come to the db query in on success or on failure method here. From here we want to load the main activity. Okay, after updating, because what we are doing here is we are calling the command and then go forward and load the main activity. So the process is not complete, it will take some time. So the process is going on and we are loading the main activity. We don't need this, we don't want this. What we want is first we want this process to complete, that is document updation. We want this process to complete, and then only we will load this main activity after completing this process. Okay, so for this we want the control from here to here. So what we can do is we will create a interface. So right click here, create a new Java class, and we will name it this interface on complete listener, on complete listener, or on or instead of on, write it my complete listener. Okay, my complete listener, and then click on OK. Now instead of this class we will write interface, because it's an interface. And then we will, in this interface we want two functions, void on success and void on failure. Okay, now so this is our interface. We need to implement this interface, these methods on success and on failure in sign up activity. Go to the sign up activity. Here what we can do is, here we will call another pass another instance, that is instance of our listener that we have created. So we will pass the new instance of this listener. So new my complete listener, and in this we want two functions, and neither declared abstract or implement them. Okay, click here, press alt enter and click on implement methods. Okay, we need to implement these two methods, success and failure. Click on OK. Okay, so these are the functions. Okay, what else it needs? Okay, here we have three variables, but in our function we have two variables. So go to the dbQuery class. Here in this method we have two variables, so create another argument, that is my complete listener, and here name it complete listener. Okay, so now come back to the sign up activity. Now it's okay. So we are passing three variables, first email, name, and then on complete listener. And then in dbQuery, here after on success and failure, after this on success, we'll call complete listener dot on success, and here in on failure we will call complete listener dot on failure. Okay, so this is the complete listener that we are getting as a third argument, and after success or failure we will call the functions of this third argument. Okay, and then in sign up activity, after completing the process of this database creation, we will come here in this on success and in this on failure. Okay, so this is our third argument function. So here so now we are getting control here from dbQuery to this in sign up activity. Now in this when our data creation is successful, we'll come here, and here we will do this, all this stuff, control X, paste it here. Here we will dismiss the progress dialog and call the main activity. Okay, in case of successful, so when the document creation is successful, we will do this. And in case of failure, if for any reason we fail to create database, then we will create a toast dot make text, and here first is a context, so sign up activity dot this, then text is we will show something went wrong, please try again later. Then last is Last is duration. Duration is length short, then dot show. Okay, so we will show this toast, and after this toast we will dismiss our progress dialog dot dismiss. Okay, so this is the code. Now here what we are creating after sign up new user, we are creating this new document with the help of this create user function. And when our data is created successfully, we will call the main activity, and if we got any error or failure, then we will show this toast and dismiss our progress dialog. Okay, so this way we can create our user document automatically with this code. Okay, on every sign up. So let's test it. So this is our app and this is our database. Okay, so here we have two documents and our user count is 2. Now we will create another user. So go to the sign up, and here we will create a name like Tinku, and email ID is tinku@gmail.com. Okay, then password, let's say 123456. Confirm password 123456. Then click on this sign up button. Okay, registering user, sign up successful, and it has created another document. So we are successfully signed up, and when we look our database, here we have now 3 documents and our count is also 3. Okay, so our count is updated automatically, and also we have this third document that it created. Okay, in this document we have this our email ID that we have entered, tinku@gmail.com, and this is the name that we have given while signing up, and our total score is 0. Okay, so this way we can create when we sign up with a new user, it will create our document automatically. Okay, so this way we can use our database. Okay, so that's it from this video, guys. See you in the next video. If you like this video, please press the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.